Yes, peoples.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast.
Rise and shine. Shine
Literally,
and
rise
rise.
and, I was going to say the word.
Oh.
Rise and shine. Some fries. Evangelize. I'm joking.
Hey, man.
All rise.
All right. But yeah, man, welcome back to the Stockroom podcast where I'm joined by the man there, my boys, the co-hosts, the M1 show.
Hello. Welcome
With
back
his
to another
frilly
episode.
hat.
Hey, man.
Come on.
Shido, you and me. Know what I'm saying?
And Bolu, the Ross Clark Bear,
Come on. You know.
with his matching brown attire.
Yeah. Come on. Bear attire. We're here.
He literally, Bolu the
Grizzly.
Bear. So, man, how have you been?
I'm okay. I'm alive. Praise God. We here. Ready to deliver this news.
Yeah, I
Deliver
can't
this
lie.
podcast.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's
the
a
shit.
lot, like literally a lot has happened.
A lot.
And we will get into it.
Blink, you'll miss it.
Sometimes,
crazy.
yeah, it's like, it's a bit quiet. And
Then all of
then,
a sudden-
BAM!
I feel like, you know what though? I feel like in comparison to other starts of the years, this has been the loudest start of the year I've experienced. You know that
In terms of
usually,
sneakers.
in terms of footwear and just fashion in general, like I feel like January tends to be like a bit, it struggles, you know?
Rumors from last year.
Yeah, it's just
and
like people
It's still-
rehashing old news.
yeah.
But now it's like bow,
Yeah.
bow. Bare newness.
Like,
I love it.
I think I said this last year. 2024, in terms of sneakers, is already iconic. In terms of what we're going to get into,
Yeah, there's a lot
iconic
coming.
piece of news.
A lot coming.
But in terms of like what has been released and what is releasing, like I remember seeing at the start of the year that whole list of all the Jordans that were releasing, and I was like, if all of this was true, then bro, it's
There's a
crazy.
lot. There's so
I
much.
remember when we went to an event, I spoke to a couple of people from Nike, and then I kind of like dripped in. Oh, I heard rumors of this, and then he was like, oh yeah, like, and I was like, oh, but I don't know if it's true. And I was like, so is it true? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay,
Cool.
and I was like, you know, I just wanted to ask, and he just started laughing. So yeah, it's hilarious in terms of what's happening in Nike. Obviously, the different brands. We'll probably speak about it another time, but what's happening with other brands and how they are, I don't want to say attacking Nike, or I'll say their relevance towards Nike now.
Yeah,
They're climbing. The
obviously
5-year plan has
Nike,
been 5 years.
yeah, I guess like Nike was like sitting and occupying the space for so long, and now like
Nike
these
is-
other brands are clawing back percentages of the footwear space and the market share basically.
There was an RKO out of nowhere.
Watch out!
Nike
Boom!
is Man
RKO
City.
out of nowhere.
But even with that, even with saying that, yeah, it's like we know they're too far gone, but it's like this is a bro. Let's be serious.
no.
They are, but you like, you know, when everyone's like,
You
yeah,
have to
just
put it into perspective.
1% every day. Someday you're gonna get 100. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like little drops of water make a
They-
mighty ocean, but
But they are still
you have to respect the
yeah. We respect
size
them.
of Nike.
the Garangachan.
Respect them. We respect them and them still. You know.
But yeah,
That man goes to the gym regularly.
literally. Just because you've been going gym for 2 weeks, you're seeing a little bit of a. But yeah, let's get back into it. Michael, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just been out and about, keeping busy, making some things happen. It's been fun.
Every day, Michael and things.
Hey,
Yeah,
things are
literally.
things.
Things are. Oh wait, let me not get into Charlie Poppy.
There was a not to shoot. That was cool. That campaign dropped quite recently as well.
Oh yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, so they dropped the white one.
Train.
The white one after the black one. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that you were in?
Yeah.
So you were in the picture of all the shoe.
No, I'm in the black one. This one.
Oh, is
With
there?
the mask.
Oh, there's a different color shoe.
Yeah. No. So there's a white shoe that dropped the
Sorry,
Cardinals.
what we talk? What are we
We're
talking about?
we're talking about the Nocturne Cardinals.
Yeah.
And so they dropped a white tracksuit matching with it, and did a white campaign. But they also did a tracksuit campaign for the black one, which is this one I'm wearing. And that one we did, the styling guide was literally black tracksuit and white Air Force Ones.
Okay.
So
Wait, what's the tracksuit called again?
I have no idea.
You said Carney something.
No,
Cardinals is the name of the shoe.
Cardinals name the shoe.
It's the shoe, yeah. Yeah, it's just Nocta fleece.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Nocta fleece, yeah. The Cardinals are shoe silhouette though. Because obviously now it's been the Cardinals, they've had now the glides, and also the Hot Steppers.
Yeah.
So the free Nocta silhouettes with Nike.
So Drake's new shoe is called the Cardinal.
Yeah.
After Kanye just dropped a song called Carnival. That he's still in his head.
Okay.
Still in his head.
Next.
Right.
I think that was bad.
Eman, how are you?
Thank you. I'm good, man. It's been a good week. It's been a great weay, some would say, because of what we have.
Oh yes. Yes.
You know what?
No, before we get into it though,
go on.
We also did get to go to Manga's headline show in London.
Sorry,
yeah.
bro.
Settings. Yeah.
Manga.
Manga, real superstar. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. And the album was cold as well, I can't lie. Like,
Yeah, I've really enjoyed
just
the album.
A
wish I
nice
could
range of
go.
vibes, spitting, lyricism. Just, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Good look for the grime culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good. It was a really good night out.
Yeah.
Really good night out. And I think he brought out all of the features.
Yeah,
most of them.
Most of them. Yeah.
Which was cold.
And yeah, man, he was looking fly as well. The fit was clean. had on his custom Levi jeans for the album.
$80. Sorry.
Levi jeans.
Yes.
With the everything was under control. Flowers, white tee, Studio U custom hat, and then
Cortez
he was wearing the Cortez 95s. They got a
greens.
green pair. Clean fit.
Clean, man.
I tell people all the time, Manga's one of the guys that makes grime look cool. I appreciate Manga. So yeah, and yes, moving on, Eman. Before you get into what's on the table, let's start with you and what's on foot.
Cool. So obviously, as you can see in the video, if you're not watching, please come down.
Come
Head
online.
over to the YouTube.
Come online. Jimasu. Come online.
Wake up.
Wake up to YouTube and see what's on the table. As you see on the table is a pair of fours. So also on my feet. As I said beginning of the year, first episode of the year.
No, it was actually 2023 last episode of the year.
Was it?
Yeah.
It might have been, it might not have been, you know.
No, I promise you.
Okay,
it was.
Fair enough.
fair enough.
But the tweet came. Yeah.
Say that.
But yeah.
Do your thing.
2024s.
Yeah.
Literally 2024s.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing probably one of my most significant / historic fours to me. One of these most special fours to me. The Air Jordan Low. The Air Jordan 4 Thunder. Yeah, man. Clean shoe.
Wait, where did you pick them up?
2 weeks ago?
Oh,
2 weeks
I'm
ago.
just deep in. You got them because I remember when we all, none of us did before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you get for retail?
No. Used eBay 200. No box.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Fair.
But it came it was clean.
No, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Steady.
Quite clean.
Yeah, for real.
Got
You
it
don't
from
want
eBay. We're not doing this again.
Guys,
Guys, if you don't know, me and Michael are the same size, so we have a couple back and forths.
They try on each other's shoes.
Well, look, it might get to that point.
hey man.
What you might? You guys have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to see on my foot.
They literally
and
swap-
Eman
they
has
swap
it,
shoes.
so I might as well try it on.
They're such cuties. They actually swap shoes.
Okay, cool. This is what we're doing.
Just made it weird.
It
What
is
you got on
weird.
foot?
On foot, I have my Supreme Air Force Ones with my glide soles. Yeah. Heavy
Interesting.
ones.
We're going to get into Supreme a little later. So happened this week. Or last week, should I say. I am wearing...
Another bread.
Another bread.
Yeah.
Keeping it on topic. Because I was like, I could either wear a 4 or I could wear a bread. And I don't have a bread 4 for technical reasons. So,
I mean, you know what? Yeah.
let me wear my bread 11s. So that's what I'm wearing on foot
Yes.
today. Some
Yeah,
nice
that's
historic ones.
Clean.
Yeah,
I even forgot you had those until I saw them
I've
today.
worn them like 6 times.
Is it?
No cap.
Fairs, man.
They
So
just
guys, Bolu didn't get the memo apparently.
I actually didn't. I really didn't.
didn't choose a bread, didn't choose a 4.
I
He
had,
chose a
I
Supreme.
had so many options, and I went with.
Well-
I just went with white Air Forces. Look at me.
Anyway, takes us into what's on the table.
Moving off Bolu's new buck force, we have the level force on table.
Yes, sir. The reimagined Jordan
reimagined.
4 Breds.
What a shoe, man.
Good crep there. I went like,
Great. I can't lie. Go on. No, you're gonna say something.
Yeah, so I was speaking to Benny about this. And
Shout out Benny.
Which penny?
Cov Benny.
Okay.
Benny.
Yeah.
And I was deep in like even we were both because she got EA for them, but she was like she's not sure about it. But then Morgan got a pair. Morgan got 2 pairs, and she showed her, and she was like, yeah, she knows she doesn't want it. But then I was like, because when we went to End as well for that event, they had them on display.
Yeah.
And I was like, it looks good between a 7 and 10. Once you get too big or too small, it looks weird. Bro, I saw a pair, like I saw someone wearing a pair and they had like it was like a size 4 or something. Like it was a small foot, and it just looked so. You see the back of the 4. You see how it is normally. It just has a little curvature. It just looks straight, and it's like
has a bit of a gangster lean.
Exactly, but this looks like straight cut jean, bro. So it's like, but when it's bigger, you can see it. But when it gets too big, it's too big.
So what I'm hearing here is that you're just trying to nitpick at the shoe.
I'm not nitpicking at the shoe.
Like it.
No. The object, of course, it's a black and red 4. I'm always gonna like it. The material, it was a bit shaky, but then I saw it and I was like, cool, it's nice. Now I saw it in my size because I could have picked it up on Saturday, but I knew in my size it's just not gonna bang.
You should have tried it on. You didn't really want it.
You didn't like it?
No, if I tried it on, then that's a bit...
Exactly.
You're not a
That's
yearner.
too far.
You're not a yearner.
So the thing is,
I've been yearning. I've yearned.
You're not
I've
a
already
yearner.
yearned.
No, you're not a real Yana.
I've already yearned.
All of this technicality, 7 to 10, new bar,
just being-
green on the back.
They know.
You don't give a monkeys, bro.
They get
If
it.
you really wanted the shoe, you grabbed it that day.
them men that are really technical about how footwear is constructed, they get it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you're not the one greasing over the fact that it was shaped like the SB4. Please move from me, bro.
All the new 4s are shaped like SB4. Yeah, I like that. Because it's going to be, it's more comfortable, is it not? Are your SB4s not comfortable?
Yes.
Exactly.
So why are you tapped in?
Huh? I am.
The fact that we're peer pressuring him to buy a shoe is
No,
crazy.
He's getting pressured.
No, but we know where I'm tapping in, though.
But you haven't tapped in.
No, we know where. I'm not gonna, bro. I'm buying the brick when it's time for me to buy the brick.
This guy saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for the military briefs. I'm so cool and different."
Who said I'm cool and different? We're all waiting for the military blues.
Yeah.
But the fear pack is where I'm cool and different. Because you're not waiting for it.
I don't know because this is only a limited amount of. Some people are saying, it's only a limited amount of 4s that will come in this SB shape. I
don't think he cares about that.
I didn't. One, he's so right.
Fair.
But 2, like, I don't know who's saying that because I heard that it's from now on that they're pushing it with SB4.
Yeah, because basically with what I don't know, which is it's a contrast in sourcing because I saw what you were talking about as well. But they were saying that it's only a limited amount of 4s because it costs them more to make it in that kind of way.
And that's why they charge it $2.
Yeah, but what they'll then do is phase back in the original one at the higher price point because of inflation.
That is shiesty.
So I don't know.
If that happens, then that's shiesty.
Quickly, speaking of costing them more, when I went to go and collect it, obviously some places are doing it $220. Some places are doing,
$220.
I'm sure I saw $220 somewhere.
That would be possible still because some people put like a 10, 15.
Probably.
Some people put 10, 15 markup on them in the guise of delivery.
Some people were doing
$220.
$220. Mine was $200, and obviously BSTN did $180.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, BSTN did $180 because apparently it's because they're an EU store and they did a conversion.
Right.
So it's
interesting.
It's €200, which is 108.
Right.
Something like that.
That's interesting.
That's very
That's
because
interesting.
especially with Nike, you can get it cheaper than from BSN than Nike.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
because
interesting.
Yeah. So, talk about
Go on,
how much it costs, the actual quality.
Describe your
How's
shoe.
it feel on
Go on.
foot?
Oh, on foot.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Like
That's good.
Yeah, man. Like Bolu. Yeah, man.
No, it's okay.
That's
Just
what I have
for
to
Michael.
say.
Michael's one's still loading.
Yeah,
I've already given
I've got
up.
an SB4 already. I'm waiting for y'all to catch up.
Okay.
I'm already hearing the comfort of the 4s. Yeah.
No, but as I was saying, when I went to go and collect it, a lot of people were talking about the actual QC because, as you know, when the stock numbers go up, the QC goes down.
Yeah.
When I went to go and collect it, they gave me like basically 4 pairs to choose from because the QC on a lot of them was quite like.
Is it?
Yeah, like there's a lot of, not on mine there's some, but there's glue stains.
They gave you.
There were a lot of glue stains on other pairs.
They gave you some Widow's Peaks.
No, but with
toe.
they all have Widow's Peaks.
Is it?
Yeah.
A lot of 4s do, to be fair. I've noticed that.
No, a lot of
a lot of these ones.
Those ones fair.
Even the funny thing about a Widow's Peak back in the day was what people used to authenticate 4s.
Yeah.
If 4s had a Widow's Peak, they were deemed to be fake. So it's like, I think it is like contrasted. Some of them have Widow's Peak were real, and then some of the 4s and in general Jordans which had Widow's Peak, that was like a telltale sign of it being fake.
Yeah,
but now that they've basically brought it back, it's kind of like messing up
They're
market
screwing
and
the market.
authentication.
The market has been screwed though.
You really need to know your fours and what for you're particularly trying to authenticate for. But yeah, glue stains on mine weren't too bad. It was all right, but I'm even me in general is the thing of if it's not that deep, you're barely gonna see it.
People won't see it anyway.
Exactly.
You're
like,
wearing shine a light at it, like.
And who's shining? Nobody's shining a light at your shoe,
Literally.
bro.
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I agree, but at the same time, it's like
you're paying
if I'm paying £200 for the shoe, you could have at least like, why should I now get the scalpel out from the toolbox and be cutting the extra glue off? Like, why was it not done? Like, you're the biggest footwear brand in the world. Like, your quality control should be one of your top priorities. But for like limited release or hype releases like this, like if it was just some random dunks, or some random silhouettes that no one cares about, not okay, but
everything means something to somebody.
No, yeah, but it's like cool in terms of the financial report. You're not gonna care about that. Like, you're not gonna see people like come and write comments or get onto the brand about some random silhouette that no one really cares about. That
people do.
Those glue issues compared to a Bred 4, for example.
Should I be real?
Go on.
The only people that care about this is us.
Oh, as in sneakerheads.
Literally.
No. You know why I don't think. You know why I disagree? Because I was on TikTok. I was just scrolling through and I was seeing like random people that picked it up because it was like what, $500,000. So random people that actually picked it up just complaining about why is like this is my first like Jordan. Why is it? I saw.
Well, you talking about the girl? I saw a girl. Yeah.
I was like, and I felt bad for her because it's like, bro, if this is your first Bred and one's lopsided.
Or your first Bred.
Oh, I saw the upside down one.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy.
Apparently it's going for upwards of like 17k on eBay.
Yeah, because it's like
fair enough, man.
Bro. Like, make money, bro.
Literally fair enough, man.
But
buy
even
your own
still,
bread fixed and keep the bread in it.
But I don't know how that can get through. But I guess that shows.
You know what it is? You're right when you say that. When you're pushing big amounts, the quality drops in it. But also,
unfortunately,
the quality of footwear across the board isn't great.
Oh no, the quality of footwear has been so high recently with all the other brands that we will speak about.
You know what? Yeah,
compared to Nike.
You know what?
So
yeah,
it kind of makes it more.
I think it depends
visible.
on what you buy. Yeah, and I say that to say, if you get a made in USA, these are handmade shoes. Yeah. But even like last year when I got my JFGs, they were still a bit. I got my first pair and I was like, sorry, can I switch out for a second pair? Because there was quality control issues. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be as much, but they also might not produce as much as a Jordan 4 Bred, for example. Because you know the whole thing of Nike is strength in numbers, so they're going to make as many as possible. So I get what you're saying, but I also feel like we don't see as much from these other brands because we don't buy as much as these other brands.
No, I don't.
That's what I personally think.
Because I'm telling you now, you have. I would say you have like probably 4 pairs of New Balance. I don't know. You have about 4 pairs of New Balances, and
I actually have way more than that. Actually,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But you would have about 4 pairs of New Balances. If you put 4 pairs of your New Balances against 4 pairs of your Nike shoes, you're gonna find more problems with your Nike shoes than your New Balances.
But that's what I'm saying. That Nike produce more per shoe.
Yeah.
So there's likely to be more errors per group of shoes.
Yeah.
If I'm producing 200 shoes and 10 of them have an error versus me producing 50 shoes and 5 of them have an error, I'm not going to complain as much about the 5 because it's like, 550, not that deep. But 10 out of 200, all of a sudden, people are making noise about it. Do you get what I'm saying?
But it still looks bad when you're...
Of course it looks bad.
Especially with inflation
Of course.
Within the past 4 years... or 4 to 5 years, Nikes have jumped up £60 or so.
I'm not saying it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that proportion-wise, it might look worse because Nike make more. That's what I'm saying. Because not many brands are making 250k worth of shoes.
Fair enough.
In a specific colorway. That might be across a couple colorways.
But hey, that's just at the end of the day, that just shows Nike's pull on the market.
So they can afford to make some mistakes because they will still make that money.
But they can also afford to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not.
But they know we don't care.
Which is why
the thing we do care, but we
don't care enough.
Yeah,
we don't care enough to boycott. That's what they do. That's why they keep doing it.
I don't think there's ever going to be anything that big in the world that somebody can boycott Nike.
There's things.
I mean, without like the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that. But hey, that's a story for another day. Let's just hope and pray. To be honest, they're already doing some shady things, but it's like it depends what your moral compass is.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, let's just stick with Nike.
No, stick with moral compasses.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
There was a little shaky moral compass with a certain brand.
Go on.
SneakerCon.
Oh, okay, yeah. They are a brand, yeah. I don't think that's where we're gonna go about it.
No, yeah, that's where I'm in. Do you wanna kick off?
Yeah.
And I'll go into the next bit.
Yeah. Okay, let me put it into perspective.
Set the scene for them.
Yeah, let me put it into perspective.
I don't really I know what happened. I don't really know
Okay, so Donald Trump released a tweet saying that he's gonna appear at NikeCon, at SneakerCon.
Imagine if it was NikeCon.
Can you imagine? Hey, SneakerCon. I think it was Philly or Pennsylvania. I can't remember the exact one.
But it was 48 hours.
Yeah, literally before
SneakerCon.
He said, I'm going to pull up, blah, blah, blah. Story is that one of the owners of SneakerCon is a Republican
right,
who does, I think they've pulled up his records and he does pay into Donald's, into the Republican fund.
Oh, wow.
Like, he actually donates money and he votes.
Okay.
Like, he's an active Republican.
Right, okay.
Oh, fair enough, man.
Even during the speech, I think Donald mentioned him by name. So it's like he actually knows who this guy is. So I'm guessing that's where the whole link came from. So
referring to him as Donald is so funny.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
Said Donald.
Donald Duck. So yeah, he pulled up to SneakerCon. But it's a thing of he's pulled up and all of his supporters have pulled up. And if you think about it, well, to me, I've always seen something. There's three things you don't speak about: religion, politics, and I think money. I think that's the third thing.
No, religion, politics, and sport.
Is it sport?
Sport.
There's three things you don't speak about: religion, politics, and sport.
When it comes to sort of.
So, SneakerCon being, if you think about it, it's an escape from life. This is you're filled in a place with people who like the things that you like in your particular niche. Just like there's anime cons and all of this type of stuff.
Yeah. So
people weren't happy with the fact of who Trump is in perception to other people, whether you are voting either Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
That he showed up.
Because politics is now involving himself in their space of a safe haven.
Exactly. And with that, obviously he's a big influential figure. So all of his fans and all of his people showed up. And because of the general notion of the people who he has as supporters, there was a lot of tension in the air. He came with like loads of security and there was like guns and sniffer dogs about. I think there was a bomb squad about. But it kind of dampened the whole mood of the SneakerCon because I think there were posters of people saying F Biden and make sneakerheads great again.
It just became very charged.
I saw sneakerheads love Donald Trump.
Yeah, sneakerheads love Donald Trump. And apparently there was a lot of people saying racial slurs.
Not surprised.
So I saw some tweets like regarding that. Yeah.
So it was like you're bringing politics and your personal political view into sneakers, which didn't sit well with a lot of people.
That's all.
With Sneakerhead, they did release a statement. Bolu, do you have the...
SneakerCon released a statement saying SneakerCon's mission is to support and promote sneaker culture throughout our worldwide live events and digital platforms. We are thankful and appreciative of the sneaker community and recognize individuals who generate awareness and authentic sneaker-related engagement towards our community, which sounds like a whole load of nothing.
Literally,
it just means nothing to
man
me.
Said, weefity weef.
Do you know what it is?
Baskety basketballs.
I woke up and I saw Donald Trump at SneakerCon, but I didn't like deep it.
Yeah.
And then I saw the tweet, I saw the message, and I read it, and I was like, so before reading into everything, I was like, so what happened?
Yeah.
No, it is.
Like, what does this mean?
Like, is that you saying he can't come?
It was such a blanket
What are you saying,
statement,
bro? What are you saying right now?
When I first saw it, I thought I hadn't found it yet.
Yeah, I thought this was like an old.
I kept trying to find something. Like when I was doing research,
what's the line? Read it again. Sorry.
SneakerCon's mission is to support and promote sneaker culture throughout our worldwide live events and digital platforms. We are thankful and appreciative of the sneaker community and recognize individuals who generate awareness and authentic sneaker-related engagement towards our community.
So what they've said here is...
Authentic sneaker-related engagement.
So what they've said here is that Donald Trump's going to come here and he's going to release a shoe.
Literally.
And that makes him an authentic member of the shoe community because he's providing something for quote unquote sneakerheads. Important quote unquote, by the way. And then you have that doorway now open that Trump's involved in the conversation. He's just the guy that enjoys shoes, that wants to make shoes for people. Like, and it's like you have automatically now removed who Donald Trump is, the type of people he brings to places, and exactly what he said, what he stands for. And so shout out Carrie, Sneaker Fetish on Twitter. He started going off.
Yeah,
and
you said
as he started saying what he was saying, the type of crowd Donald Trump attracts will now come into his comments.
Yeah.
And proving exactly why you cannot bring Donald Trump to SneakerCon.
Literally.
They were calling him all kinds of names under the sun.
Yeah.
He was replying to some, ignoring some. But ultimately, the case was proven.
And don't forget, this is a Donald Trump who is currently...
being investigated.
Yeah.
For the storm on the Capitol.
Yeah, and he's being charged.
Yep.
With I think he's got a couple charges, and a lot of people saw this as a way to just generate money. One, you're funding the Trump campaign.
Facts.
Because this is somebody who's still actively running for presidency. This isn't somebody who's been and gone and
literally is about to retire. This person's still running.
This guy could be your president still. The shoes that he released were it was a $400 high top called the Never Surrender. Never Surrender. It's comical to me.
It's on it like
I can't lie. Let me be completely honest, guys. I didn't even look into the shoe.
Yeah, no.
I
didn't even. Yeah.
I found out today that there was more than one.
Yeah, there was three.
Yeah, I think there was three silhouettes.
Yeah, apparently there's more than one silhouette.
No, it was two silhouettes. There was the Never Surrender, which was the gold high top with the American flag for $400, which has the T on it for Trump, which was limited to 1,000 pairs. I think
that one is 400 bags from this.
Literally,
I
mean, it's not as much as he's being charged, but that's still money. And then there was the
subsidized, isn't it?
No, you're right. There was three silhouettes. There was the T-Red Wave and the POTUS 4.5. The POTUS 4.5 was like it was like the Flyknit one. I think it came in.
Yeah, can you imagine Donald Trump has done Flyknit?
POTUS.
Yeah, POTUS 4.5.
You know, President of the United States. He thinks he's cold. He's not even in office right now. What's he on?
Even
go on.
One thing that really started to jar me was same with that sneaker fetish guy when he posted the video of like the news reporter saying, "Oh, this is going to be great for his campaign because Donald Trump knows that this obviously SneakerCon and sneakers is more of a black thing, so he's gonna
sneaker culture is black culture.
So he's gonna attract more. He's gonna attract more of the black vote, and it's like, are you telling me? Do you think I'm just a monkey that's gonna see shoe and just be like, oh, shoe, let me go support him? No, but evidently that's what he's thinking.
Not too much now.
No, he's not thinking. No, in fact, he thinks we're all sheep. Or something that now we see man making a shoe and now all of a sudden Donald Trump doesn't it make sense. Don't mad me, bro. I can't even vote. No, you know it is. It's like, how can you? Why is it okay for you to now go on live national TV and say, oh, because he knows black people like shoes, him making a shoe is going to attract the black vote.
It's a smart marketing move.
Exactly.
It's very
it's so diminishing. Exactly. Like, this is what you equate the black vote to. Shoes.
Yeah, well, his whole thing was he's going to SneakerCon to appeal to a younger demographic. But obviously, within the younger demographic is ethnic minorities, because this is what basically sneakers has grown up on. The biggest sneaker name you can talk about is Michael Jordan, a black guy. Like, it's hilarious. And I remember seeing there's a picture with some sneaker influencers / celebrities who have come under fire. 2Js.
They copped it.
Yes. He copped it and he did a review on it.
I can't lie. The way he's going about it was business is business. He didn't address anything. He literally said, "This is a Donald Trump shoe. It's reselling for how much? I've got his signature and I've got a White House pen."
Fair.
All in the video. And the thing is, you can't hate. You can hate on him, but you can't hate because he's already shown where his morals is. Our morals are.
100%.
I mean, he's talked about, when I was young, I was homeless. And I grew up on.
Give me a sob story now.
No. This was from before.
Oh, from before. Okay.
I've grown up on the street. I used to be homeless, and I basically made my way through proxying into becoming
what you are today.
Basically. Yeah, and then obviously he owns probably one of the biggest resale sneaker stores in urban necessities in the whole world. Done really well for himself, but he's clearly put
money over
his moral compass.
Yeah.
Being a Hispanic person in America.
Yeah. Was he not talking about building a wall to keep your people out?
Yeah. When he first came into office, that was actually his mantra. That's what people were buying into.
DJ DNA, who's another YouTuber, I think he's when I say I think he's black, I don't know if he's either mixed race or black. I think he's black. I think he has two black parents.
DNA I recognise is the one from Big Clash.
We tried, Michael. We actually tried. DJ DNA, who's a big sneaker YouTuber. Him, 2Js, Benjamin Kicks, who's prolific.
Yeah, but Benjamin Kicks doesn't have a soul. I can't lie.
Benjamin Kicks was.
He just does business.
Like, I'm surprised.
If there's a rack there, he's there.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a picture of Benjamin Kicks with like bare shoes by the pool.
Even though there's probably is one. And then there was a couple other people. I didn't recognize them. They might be sneaker people, or they might just be general consumers of sneakers. I say that to say, when that picture was taken, I'm going to include the picture with all of them. It was me. I don't know if it was just me that noticed, but Trump didn't take pictures. Obviously, I don't know where Benjamin Kicks is from, but the rest of them were all ethnic minorities. So Donald Trump taking a picture with no white people and only ethnic minorities holding the shoe. Doesn't that send a message to, obviously, what he's trying to do, but it sends a message out to the type of person he is and the type of people who he's trying to connect and trying to say, no, I don't want white people. Otherwise, I could have easily got white people in the picture.
Well, not to keep it too much in politics, because I think after this we'll move on. But the vote that Biden won the last election off was arguably that ethnic vote.
Yeah.
Trump knowing that and knowing he has a strong Republican base, but to win it, he needs to get the vote of the ethnic minorities, whether that be the Hispanics, black people, the Asians, etc., etc. Like, him knowing that is like, cool. Well, I've already got a strong base. Now he just needs to reach out to the rest of the people to push it over the line, to take me from, I don't know, like 35% to 60% kind of thing. And so, like you said, it is a thing of, this is a power play in a sense where he's trying to make him seem like he's comfortable in this environment and he can operate in this environment or whatever. And I don't know, man. It's a very uncomfortable area to just look into and see. And I can't lie, like, obviously all's fair in love and war or whatever, but allow it, bro. I'm not trying to see, like, imagine we have a complex con over here, for example, and Rishi Sunak pulls up and drops a crep.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing?
What do you mean, bro? Yeah. Like, just get out of my face.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, do you feel like brands or like event spaces like that should separate like personal agenda and personal like direction from the brand's direction, the brand's personal agenda,
it's easy to say agenda?
Because that's what's essentially happened is his personal agenda and the brand's agenda have mixed.
No, but what I'm saying is it's easy to say that, yeah, but we don't know how much, like, for example, Trump has given to SneakerCon behind the scenes to create this opportunity. Number one. Number two, we don't know. Obviously, you're saying he's an active Republican, as an investor and as a voter, etc., etc. So it could even be a thing where, like, and this is where it comes down to like insider trading and information, all that kind of stuff. But he could have like secured spaces off the back of being a Republican, like whether it's venue space, all these kind of stuff. So it's like, now we need a favor from you. You're going to give it to us because we've given all of this to you. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people aren't. I'm going to get into the shoes quickly, but a lot of people aren't going to be happy that they're basically funding a Republican organization, especially a lot of ethnic minorities. And
so seeing all of these guys flipping shoes saying it's all about business, it's not just that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you're saying it's all about business, you're being obtuse and you're ignoring the fact that it's not just business.
Yeah, man.
This is this is not business as usual. It's not you grabbing a Travis Scott and flipping it for £1,000.
This is
It's
business.
not that.
Sorry, that's just been in my head.
It's you taking
invested the
something
money.
that represents much more than just being a shoe.
Exactly.
On purpose, and then going to make money off it. So, hey man, I can't really respect anybody who took the crap just to flip it off the back of quote unquote business.
I wanted to get into the shoes quickly. I was reading the site and I think it's Sneaker Legal posted something on his website regarding the shoes. It says, Trump shoes are not designed, manufactured, distributed or sold by Donald J. Trump, the Trump organization or any of their respective affiliates or principals. It also says the images are for illustration purposes only and may not be the exact representation of the product. Meaning that this shoe was a...
So it was a mock-up.
Literally, it was a mock-up.
He pulled up to him with a mock-up.
And what you get may not be what you get on the day, because I think you order it and it takes 3 months to come or something.
Right.
So what you have seen is not exactly what you're going to get on the day when the shoe comes, which I find interesting, because if a company like Nike says, okay, cool, this looks like one of our silhouettes, Nike, we know for them to have like political, like, we're not in that. We don't try and attach us to anybody. The shoe it could look like a Nike shoe. I think they said, what's the red bottoms?
Oh, Christian Louboutin.
Louboutins. The bottom of the shoe is red.
Yeah.
So Louboutins can sue for that.
Yeah, they can because they've got IP on a red bottom.
Yeah.
Like the literal, any red bottom sole like of a footwear is that's their IP.
So that I find interesting, because now either of these brands, I think Converse, the shoe, you could say Converse have a say in it.
That's Nike as well, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. If any of these brands say, yo, I can't lie, I don't want anybody to mix us, you're gonna have to change the shoe somehow, but it doesn't look like us, and you've ordered the shoe, you're not gonna get what you think it looks like, which is a problem.
On the flip side, they could be negating the whole QC issue, is the fact that the shoe might look pristine in these pictures, and you might turn up on your doorstep and be a bit here and there. It might not be such a big thing, but in regards to this suing situation, now the technical thing is, if Nike sues the creators of the shoe, obviously saying now it's not Trump.
They've washed their hands from it.
No, but what I'm saying is, if Nike sues these people, the narrative can be switched, and it can be said that, does that mean that Nike doesn't support Republicans or the political process? And they can try and put them into a weird box, where it's now Nike has to confess their political agendas.
I don't think it will get to that.
Not that shit, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, definitely.
It's meant to be awkward, and even like it's not normal. So it's like they've put themselves in a weird rabbit hole where none of you guys can catch me. So if you say something, when I get into power in office, I can say, all right, cool, you guys work with Nike, none of that work happens anymore.
I say, oh, gun compartment.
Like, just on a random, like,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, it's like, he's made a fly in it, bro. Are you really going to take that?
Oh my gosh, you've gone back to that.
No, but deep, he's made it. You grabbed everyone up for a fly in it, but my man. Like,
all sales are final and non-refundable unless the company deems otherwise in their sole discretion.
Right.
So, if the company feels like they're in the right about anything, in terms of the process of the shoe, what the shoe looks like, however the QC is of the shoe, you're not getting your money back. You can't send the shoe back to them.
You can get 2 left feet. I don't want to air it.
If we say it's fine, it's fine.
Fine. Yeah. Yeah. At no point in time did we say you're gonna get 1 left foot and 1 right foot.
So these shoes are so ugly.
Yeah.
It's absolutely meaty.
I want to find
meaty isn't even a word, bro. Like, and all the pictures I see of them just have his face on it as well, man. Just
there's a bit
he's signing the Orange Lobster. What's the world come to, bro?
It's crazy.
But that Orange Lobster's gonna go for peas.
Orange Lobster already goes for peas, bro. Like, why are you gonna now? You just
because it's got flipping Donald Trump's signature on it.
But on it, like, let's say if you had on a box, okay, but like on the actual shoe, like, come on, man.
I know, man. Trump supporters, maybe one Trump supporter out there is like clear with bread and will pay like a ridiculous amount for it.
Oh, he did. He paid $9,000.
Well, somebody paid for the orange lobsters.
Oh no. Oh, sorry, no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, go on.
So that, like, because obviously you're dealing with sneakerheads here, and you're dealing with Republicans.
You're dealing with opportunists.
Yes, essentially. So that, I don't know, man. It's not. Yeah, I'm not vibing with it. I'm not vibing with it at all.
It's a shiesty arena.
From the time that Donald Trump said it's a gold high top, who in sneakers says high tops? How can you call something a gold high? And who in their right mind would make a gold shoe? Like, there's so many things that shows that you're disconnected. The Democrats released a statement. I want to see if I can find it.
What, the Biden one?
Yeah.
Biden said the closest thing you'll get to
an Air Force
Off-White.
Yeah, I think
No.
Air Force One.
Yeah, he said the closest thing you'll get to an Air Force One is a Nike shoe or something like that.
No, he definitely says Off-White.
Donald Trump showing up to hawk bootleg Off-Whites is the closest he'll get to any Air Force Ones ever again for the rest of his life.
He cooked.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't lie, it's funny.
That's a shicey statement. I'm with it.
He got it.
Like,
That's actually like if cool. We've come to war in trainers now.
Yeah.
Fair.
I kind of read it and I was like, ooh.
I was like,
now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language. But see, you're speaking about something I actually understand now.
Yeah.
But
not numbers.
No,
he got an intern to write that one for.
let's get in the 21-year-old.
That's Off-White. She's like, who wants that TikTok? Go on, Michael.
Like, I feel like in terms of the climate we're in, people always say they don't want politics to mix with sport.
Yeah.
Basically, politics shouldn't mix with stuff that they find entertaining. Sport.
No, controversial.
No. Entertaining. Whenever politics mixes with sport, people hate it. Whenever people discuss racism in terms of the scope of sport, people absolutely hate it because it's like,
You're
you want to watch the game and enjoy that.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to think about and it's like, actually, it's worth thinking about. People don't want to think when they're enjoying something. I'm enjoying buying shoes. I'm enjoying playing sports. All of a sudden now, because somebody's been racist to another player, I have to think about racism.
Yeah.
I was just enjoying Real Madrid versus Barcelona, but somebody wants to say something to Vinny J, and now I have to think about the fact that racism exists, and how I operate, and how I view that, and how I perceive that, and whether I'm in the right space in terms of thinking about that. I'm on the right side of history. Maybe I'm on the wrong side.
To be honest, I feel like the people that have that narratives aren't black.
No, they have to be because they're not black. They're not the ones feeling it.
They don't experience it on a day-to-day basis.
You get what I'm saying?
They own. That's why they have the luxury of wanting wanting it not around when you're having fun.
Turning the TV off and it's not there.
Exactly. So same thing with trainers. We enjoy trainers so much, and we enjoy the fact that you don't have to think about these things. And then some political campaign manager says, "You know what will really rile up the community and get them talking?
Some
Donald
gold
Trump
high
makes a
tops.
shoe and make it the ugliest thing ever. So they can't even say they like it, but they have to speak about it."
Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. You guys might not like what I'm about to say, but if the shoe was a good-looking shoe, I would say, I can't lie, the shoe is nice, but the shoe is horrible.
That's the point.
The whole everything about what's happened.
Everything about
is
it
bad.
stinks. Everything about
It
it's smelly. It's so
Stinks.
smelly, bro.
So
Stinks.
Genuinely, like no rollout has been this smelly, like ever,
like
bro.
diarrhea
Absolutely stinks.
after lactose intolerance
Okay, man.
and dairy.
And we've had some more news. So the Supreme Air Maxes, Air Max DNs, got announced about a week ago.
Announced and dropped so quickly.
Like,
Yeah.
the
They said-
turnaround was quite efficient.
They said it's in our store now. Take it.
Sold out within 4 minutes.
Yeah. Which is
on the Supreme website.
Apparently, that's technically slow
It
Yeah,
is
relatively.
for Supreme.
for Supreme. Yeah.
But it's a new silhouette, so people are still
I was waiting.
none of
Yeah.
that.
No, I was waiting for it.
So we're waiting for.
Yeah, go on.
So obviously,
What the hell are you waiting for?
so as they're about to drop it on a Thursday morning, which is a Supreme typical drop day, Clint only goes in this story and shows them a silver black pair.
Was it on Thursday he did it?
Same morning that the black pair dropped,
Oh,
the
okay.
silver pair got leaked on Clint's story.
Man said, no matter how hard you try, you ain't gonna get these.
Yeah, like
you
So-
can try to get them,
And
you gonna
then
get these.
on the Friday following the drop of the Supreme Air Max DNs, the Supreme Air Max DNs featured in 2 campaigns from 2 UK brands, Peak Television, shout out the man them.
It wasn't Supreme.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Following the launch of the Supreme Air Max DNs, the Nike Air Max DNs, GRs, then featured in 2 campaigns of 2 UK streetwear brands.
Yup.
Peak Television
And Splitdat. Shout out the guys.
Shout out the UK. Which makes me wonder, who's pulling the strings?
You know what? It's not even just that. It seems like a secret society because all I've been seeing is hashtag DN car boot. Who's car boot?
Have you actually clicked on the hashtag?
Yeah, I've clicked on it and it's just like a couple people from the UK that have like been given DNs or there's DNs active in their like posts and it's like hashtag DN car boot.
Now, I think I know who's behind it. But we have to go back a little bit. Back to Brazil, the favelas. Obviously, you see Clint and Cowday chilling in Brazil. Ellis was there with them as well. Shout out the man them. And then on a day in their trip, they link the one and only R9.
That was...
Fat Ronaldo, what a guy.
Do you know what it is, yeah? Imagine watching somebody all your life and now he made a specific post about you.
Yeah.
Like it was probably funded, it was probably pushed by Nike, but still.
He said, thanks for coming, my bro. Couple swipes.
With the Nike care package.
Tagged the man them. and he was wearing the black with the pink laces, so you knew it was an Air Max DN. You couldn't miss the shoe.
Yeah.
I think that's important. And so I'm sitting there wondering, all right.
Cool. The rollout was interesting.
Rollout's going. We're seeing the Air Max DN again. We've seen it obviously first in the Cortez ad last month. Then again in February. It launches in March. The shoe has only just released in its first iteration as a Supreme launch. And typically, we were talking about this in the week. If a Supreme launch comes for a silhouette, it's usually an old silhouette, and they launch the shoe as an inline the following year, or maybe 2 years later. This one here, they've launched the shoe on the 22nd of February, and the shoe is slated to launch on the 26th of March.
Yeah,
this is the quickest turnaround.
No, but in
terms of
even with that,
launches.
like you've been saying, like it's Supreme. They basically gone in the archive. There's no archive.
There's no archive. This is like brand new.
The first
fresh off the oven.
The first version of the shoe open to the public was a Supreme collab.
Yep.
And then they're gonna release the Gen Pop one later.
Yep.
Like it's an interesting way of pushing the shoe, but I think it's gonna work.
It's a product of the post last year, and them reviewing the post and being like, obviously I don't know how big the post, how big it got, but from what I've seen, I don't see that many posts.
So there are posts in stores. They're not doing as well.
Exactly.
But they were more so pushed as like a athleisure thing. They weren't pushed as like the way that the Air Max DNs are being pushed.
Like I feel like with the, don't quote me, I don't know, but I feel like from knowing about buying from a certain brand that we're referring to, there are certain silhouettes that they kind of emphasize that if you want to get this, you have to stock this. And it seems like if you want like some of the exclusives in a tier 0 or a tier 1, whatever tier you're at, you need to be stocking the Pulse because we want people to get it kind of thing. So
I never looked at it like that. Yeah, go on.
But yeah, like with this DN, it's a bit interesting. I feel like, yeah, the Pulse was a mistake, and they're trying to rectify it with the DN.
I don't think it was a mistake.
I think
it was a test run. Because you see how they launched the crepe.
Yeah.
And then they did the event. They also did the whole leaking early thing.
Yeah, but
people just didn't really like the shoe.
So that's why I'm saying that Pulse was a mistake. Well, we could say it was a test one, but to me it was a failed test. Or you can't really fail a test, but it was a failed
test.
Yeah, well, Nike can't fail the test, but it's like they learned from it, and now they've seen, cool, this is where we need to push it.
And they literally have put our feet are down. Our feet are.
They said double down.
Floor,
they
like flipping Flintstones. You're running on the floor. There's no gas.
They bought the dip.
You see,
we're dropping Supreme.
We're reaching straight in.
I said Supreme.
Hey, hold on,
bro. Massive route
Let's
1.
have it.
I've done maths. Oh, guys, I've done maths. All right, cool. So, I have a very strong idea of who's behind this rollout, right? I think, don't quote me, but if I'm correct, let me know.
If he's correct, quote him.
I think the people behind this are an agency called Actually Creative.
I knew you were going to go there.
Run by Clint and Cowday. Now, we're going to backpedal a little bit. Supreme and Cortez did the collab last year. If the engine room behind Cortez is behind this Air Max DN launch, the Cortez and Supreme collaboration was just a handshake for the work that they'll do later on as an agency rollout. if that makes sense. Now, they're not doing a collaboration with the Air Max DN because they've already got another collaboration slated. However, doing the collaboration with Supreme puts it in exactly where they want it to put, like maximum viewpoint. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like last year, they tried the whole thing of footballers are becoming a commodity to brands. People want to buy into sports people, and fashion brands want to be seen on sports people. But they want to be seen in a certain way. So when they did the collaboration with Marcus Rashford, it was like a thing of, it's seen as like a warm down type of shoe. A type of thing of, you're going from training to your yard, this is the shoe you put on.
You know, it is though. I feel like that's because, in the nice way possible, Rashford ain't really a swagger don like that.
I hear you.
You don't look at him for his fits.
I hear you. And I agree. But now, it's like, cool. We tried the sports person route. We might not have done it in the best way possible. Now we're going to try the route from the streets. I want to try the route from the people you see every day, the familiar faces, the people that have built their brand and people relate to it, the people that when they drop pictures, people are commenting in their thousands. How do we do that? And they've chosen the top of the scene in terms of Supreme and Cortez. They've also chosen sort of lower faces in the scene in terms of Peak Television and Splitdat, just above 10k followers on their pages. And then you've got the one totem in Ronaldo, R9.
In R9 we trust.
And you've attacked every level of social status. So you're going to see it. By force, by fire. Even if you choose to close your eyes, you'll peek and you'll see the Air Max DN.
Yeah.
And that's what they want.
Wow.
So I think this is a very thoroughly planned rollout. And it has been cooking from the back end of last year into what we see now. And don't be surprised if MX Day is even a lot bigger than what we perceive it to be.
I'm excited for MX Day.
I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Considering what Sneakers Day was like, they won't make it to the same degree of level as Sneakers Day because they want that to be still a special day. They'll probably increase the size of that too. But this Air Max Day will be interesting. Because it seems like the Air Max DN is like, they want to look like that as like the new 95.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. The new sort of like...
New wave 95.
Yeah. That Air Max. Like,
Yeah.
Like this is for
2024. This is the Air Max.
This is where like, in 40
you
years
feel
time
like-
we're going to retro the DN kind of thing.
Do you feel like, yeah, in saying that, don't believe that, but in saying that, do you feel like,
You don't think?
You don't believe what?
I don't believe, I mean, okay, how can
like,
I say it?
You don't think they're going to do a thing where it's like they celebrate the anniversary of the DN in the next amount of years?
Yes.
You don't think so?
No.
Really?
I don't see the maybe it's because
You don't see, you think the DN has a short life cycle?
yes.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I feel like I don't think that's. I feel like I don't know if that will happen, but I feel like the intention is for it to have a longevity. I don't think they want it
Because I'm thinking to myself, maybe this is just nostalgia, but I feel like the DN cannot or might not in 40 years time people will look back and be like, oh, that's the DN, because I don't feel like the DN has. I mean, maybe that's what they're doing now, but I don't feel like the DN is really engraved in culture like that.
Wait,
Bro, it hasn't come out
started.
yet. It's bro.
And you're saying it 40 years from now. The Air Jordan 4 is just turning 35. The Air Jordan 4 for its whole life cycle has not been the hottest shoe. At points, people were saying the Air Jordan 1 was the best Air Jordan.
But
For some of us, we believed it was Air Jordan 4, and we were a minority.
We still are. No,
me.
we still are.
We were a minority. So like, when you think of that, even like the Air Max 95, I think one thing that I've realized when people do these conversations, yeah, is that you ignore the grace that some shoes get where they've actually been around for a long time to be able to come back around. Some shoes haven't got that attempt. The TL 98, for example, that came back after
TL
how long?
2.5 or
No.
Okay.
The Supreme one that came back last year.
Oh yeah.
go back and come
That had
on,
that
go
time
back and come on.
to be able to like grow and do its thing. TL 2.5, same thing. You have the
Even
MX
though-
95 had the ability to at least cement itself in culture, vanish a little bit, and then MX 95's like that was a good shoe. In hindsight, that's a really good shoe. But you're expecting these shoes to come straight off the shelves into the shopping centers and automatically
Hit the ground
boom.
running.
That's not. It's not possible.
It's just not realistic.
impossible. It's impossible, especially with like how as Michael was saying, how well like shoes from the past are doing and resurging kind of thing. Like it's impossible for it to come out and be a top contender.
Tap stand this pod in 10 years time.
We back.
Yeah.
10 years time,
We'll be back.
we'll speak about this
Watch.
DN.
You'll
We'll
see.
speak about the DN.
They will do a DN. They will do a. I don't know if they'll do a 10-year
I
anniversary.
said DN anniversary. Oh, you know what?
They will. It's gonna
Because you know
happen.
what? They could have called this Air Max DN, the Air Max 2024, and the vibe would have been different.
Because you're dating it.
Exactly.
But
The
when you
DN is it's a very purposeful thing.
Yeah.
And so they're creating so much noise around this shoe. And this shoe does not have to exist in 5 years' time. But when you come back to 2024 and you think of the shoes that dropped, when we're like 25 years on, this shoe will be spoken about.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wow.
So that's how I feel about it.
Nah, yeah, we're gonna get a point where it's gonna be the 60-year anniversary of the Air Jordan 4 and the 10-year anniversary of the Nike DN or whatever.
Yeah, I know you're not doing the
what
maths,
it's-
yeah.
whatever the maths is, kind of thing. But it's gonna be like that's what they're gonna be like. Cool.
Yep.
And this is what we're pushing now.
I can't believe you just did that. You should have done 45 and 10.
I found
Yeah,
the maths.
I that's why I
found the
learned.
maths.
It's cool,
I
it's
found
cool.
the
I get
maths.
what you're saying.
It's okay.
I
I
get
found the
what you're
maths.
saying.
Yes, me. I found the maths. It's my fault.
Hey, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And I want to see if they do collaborations on this silhouette going forward.
From seeing the Supreme collab, I didn't realize how much of
It's a cool canvas.
yeah, how good of a canvas it is to actually like manipulate in however you want to see.
Did you see the Supreme coming through the air bubble?
Yeah. That's why I was like, okay, cool.
It's a canvas. I'm not going to lie to you.
If you give it to the right people,
I'm not mad at it.
They can make
I'm
something
not mad at
happen.
it. So, hey, man,
We'll see.
let's not be too hasty with the shoe. The
Yeah.
shoe hasn't even the shoe hasn't fully landed
Let
in
it drop, yeah.
its form yet.
Let's see the GRs, the GR options.
Let's see the GRs. We've seen the black and the white. Let's see the other stuff, the black and the pink lace. Let's see what they do with the shoe. Let's give it a chance to land. Let's see how people receive it before we judge it and say it won't be around in 3 years' time, because maybe it will be. But guys, thank you for locking into today's episode of the SneakerCon podcast.
Cheers.
We appreciate you looking each and every time. And you know we're going to keep coming back with episodes back to back to back.
Yup.
Because we're on right now.
We here.
Not slowing down.
Nope.
And while we're talking about that, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Subby, please.
Make sure as well you comment and type in with us on all social medias, because we get things cooking on all social medias. So why are you not
Beef
tapping
gets
in?
cooking.
Yeah, man. And on that note, guys, take it easy. Have a good week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Sayonara, peoples.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.